Hi, we just wanted to say thank you to our family and friends. We couldn't have made it this far or graduated without all of your help and support. So thank you.
I'd like to thank my parents, my siblings, and my friends and family.
I just want to say thank you to my professors, to my cohort, to my parents and family, and also my husband and daughter who loved and supported me through it all. Thank you so much to UVU for helping make this happen.
I just want to thank my parents for helping me through getting me in high school, getting my associates, and I want to thank my brother and my little dog Zuko for helping me studying all of midnight. I also want to thank Lisa Pulver and all my CE friends. Thank you guys and love you.
A teacher that I would really like to thank is my ballroom professor, Kristen Hawkins. I was in ballroom when I was a kid and I didn't really get back to it until now, but it's been such a pleasure spending that time with her. She's a really great professor and I think she got an award recently. So I just wanted to say thank you to her.
Thanks to all my friends, family, cohort, and teachers. I'm so grateful for my time here at UVU. Go Wolverines! Woohoo!
I want to say a huge thank you to all of my family, my husband, my mom, all my in-laws, my dad and his family. Thank you for helping me get through all of this. I want to give a big shout out to my professors over at the School of Education and Special Education, George Odongo and Cami, and then Jennifer for autism. I love you. Thank you so much for all you've done for me.
I just want to thank my husband. He's my #1 supporter. Every time I wanted to quit the last few semesters, every time it's gotten hard, he's always encouraged me to push forward. I just want to thank all of my professors who were there for me while I was pregnant and taking classes. And thank you to my parents who have been there for me and for everyone who's helped me have my baby. And go UVU.
Thank you to everyone who has supported me through my 3 years in a post-secondary education program called Wolverines Elevated. I wouldn't have been able to get through college without this amazing support I've gotten. It's been a huge honor in my life. And go Wolverines!
Here we are. Yeah. It's the game time. It's the right time. Come on, y'all. Stand up, let's go. It's the last dance. You know you better show. Stand up, let's go. Meet your maker. Record breaker, trophy taker. Stand up, let's go. It's the last dance. You know you better show. Stand up, let's go. Meet your maker. Record breaker, trophy taker.
So this moment, I appreciate all my peers, all my friends, all my family that supported this 4 years for me. And I also appreciate 2 years ago that I made a decision to transfer to UVU. This is an amazing program, and I met many of the amazing person, professor and peers here. You are all my future friends. Everything is good, and also I need to thank myself. I can do it. I do it.
And I definitely want to thank our director, Kaylee Crandall. She was amazing, and it was hard. I'm a mom to toddlers when I started the program, and 2 years later I'm graduated, so I thank her for all her amazing support. And I also want to thank my amazing husband and my mom. She helped me take care of my daughters when I was coming here Monday, Tuesdays, so thank you both of them.
Bienvenidos a todos. Terminé con mi maestría en educación y estoy tan agradecido para estar aquí. Quiero dar un gran abrazo y agradecimiento a toda la familia de las Viagras, los González y los Amoranos, pero especialmente a alguien súper especial en mi corazón. Gracias por todo, baby. Te amo.
Welcome aboard UVU Convocation. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, we're thrilled to have you with us as we celebrate our UVU graduates. Please keep your eyes on the screen for a few helpful reminders to ensure your time at Convocation goes smoothly. To make certain every graduate has their moment in the spotlight, we kindly ask that even if your graduate has crossed the stage, you stay seated until the ceremony is complete. Think of it like the fasten seatbelt sign. Stay buckled in until we've fully landed.
We encourage you to cheer loud and proud when your graduate's name is called. Remember, every graduate deserves their moment, so let's keep the applause fun and respectful for all.
Today, each graduate will receive an empty diploma cover. Don't be alarmed, this doesn't mean your graduate has missed a step. Their official diplomas will be mailed within the next 3 to 6 weeks. If one doesn't arrive, you might want to double check with the registrar's office. They're happy to help.
Now, for your convenience, the bathrooms are located on the second floor, the same floor that you entered on. At the end of the ceremony, remember, you'll be following the graduates through the south exit of the building. You entered through the north, but for today, our south exit is open to ensure everyone's arrival and departure is seamless.
On behalf of Utah Valley University, thank you for joining us today. It's been our pleasure to celebrate your graduates with you. Congratulations, and thank you for flying with UVU.
Friends and family, please stand to honor Utah Valley University's class of 2025.
Oops. Okay, we need, the mic is not active. Please be seated. Good afternoon. It is my incredible pleasure to welcome you all, School of Education graduates, families, and guests, today to Utah Valley University to celebrate all of you, the School of Education graduates class of 2025. I'm Vesely Ilieva, Dean of the School of Education. On behalf of my colleagues, the faculty and staff of the School of Education, I thank you for joining us in person as well as online for this celebration of the accomplishments of our 2025 School of Education graduates. On the platform, we're joined today by esteemed guests, Dr. Wayne Vaught, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, Trustee Andrea Clark, member of the UVU Board of Trustees, Dr. David Connolly, Associate Provost of Student Success, Dr. Rasha Kudisat, Chief Academic Engagement and Effectiveness Officer, Dr. Tammy Clark, Associate Provost of Academic Innovation. Dear School of Education graduates, congratulations! It is my privilege to congratulate you on your outstanding achievement. We are extremely proud of your accomplishments as we celebrate you as the 2025 School of Education graduates. Today, we recognize over 1,000 graduates of the school. We're delighted to celebrate you and the successful completion of your studies. With determination and persistence, you built essential academic and professional competencies, knowledge, and skills while preparing to apply your learning and excel in your field. Throughout your academic and professional preparation programs, you've acquired knowledge and skills that will support your success in various professional fields, in future academic studies, as well as in life and lifelong learning. Your graduation marks the culmination of the work, dedication, and perseverance you have invested in earning your academic credential from one of the programs of the School of Education. Your achievement highlights your exemplary ability to set and achieve your goals, and your passion for learning and commitment to excellence will support your future endeavors. As we continue with our graduation ceremony, I would like to invite to the podium Dr. Trevor Warburton, Department Chair of Secondary and Special Education, to introduce the School of Education faculty.
Thank you, and congratulations. While there are many who have helped and supported you to reach this point, and you have all worked hard to get here, we want to take a moment to recognize and acknowledge the faculty who have taught and helped you to reach this point. Faculty, as I name each department, please stand, and then those in attendance, please applaud for their contributions to your education. While the faculty from the Department of Student Leadership and Success Studies, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Will the faculty from the Department of Elementary Education please stand to be recognized? Thank you. And will the faculty from the Department of Secondary and Special Education please stand to be recognized? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Warburton. Following this introduction, I would like to take one more opportunity to thank and acknowledge the entire team of exceptional professionals who have prepared, guided, and supported you in achieving your academic and professional goals. The outstanding faculty, as well as the staff members and advisors of the School of Education, who are constantly invested in your success and are now excited and proud to celebrate your achievements. Please join me in recognizing all of them one more time. I would like to also recognize, with your help, all other individuals who supported your academic journey. This includes the people who are here today to celebrate you in person or online, as well as all others who have supported your academic and personal success. Please join me in expressing sincere gratitude to your families and friends. It is now time to hear from our graduates. First, it is an honor to introduce the School of Education Bachelor's Degree Valedictorian, Ana Cordova, a graduate from our elementary education program, to address the graduates. Before I invite Ana to join me here, I will give you a little bit of background. Ana Lilia Cordova from Eagle Mountain, Utah, graduated from Los Altos High School in Hacienda Heights, California. A non-traditional student, Ana returned to school in her 30s and maintained a 4.0 GPA, among other high honor achievements at UVU. She plans to pursue a Master of Advancement in Teaching and Learning, and may I add that here at UVU, teach elementary school and mentor new teachers. She is grateful for the support of her family and the mentorship of her UVU professors. Ana is a proud military wife to Freddie and the mother of 6, Michael, Joseph, Andrew, Gabriel, Sophia, and Annabelle. Ana, please join me.
Good evening, graduating class of spring 2025. I would like to thank the UVU School of Education faculty for selecting me to have the great honor of standing before you today. As a non-traditional student, at least a decade older than most of my peers, I want to share 3 reflections from my journey. First, expect hardships. Today we celebrate a significant milestone, but as we contemplate our next steps, know that challenges are inevitable, whether you have a detailed plan or not. Our response to these struggles will define us. In a culture that often promotes the pursuit of immediate happiness, let's choose to demonstrate true commitment. Whether in family, work, school, or marriage, we must honor the promises we make to ourselves and others. So stay true to your commitments, regardless of what the world says. Second, I hope you cultivate a perspective that sees the best in people, forgives the worst, and lets go of the bad. Focus on the positive in others, have empathy and understanding, and break down the barriers that divide us. Look beyond immediate actions or mistakes and see the potential for growth and goodness in others. Choose forgiveness to let go of the burden and emotional chains of resentment and anger that can hold you down. Acknowledge the pain of your past experiences, but do not allow it to define your future. I encourage each of you to adopt this mindset as you embark on your own journeys, facing the inevitable challenges with grace and optimism. Lastly, let me share a personal story about the power of faith. Once, there was a young girl who faced abuse before she even understood the word. She didn't know why she was undocumented and had to cross a desert and a river at night to find a new home. Struggling with self-worth, she became a teenage mom. Despite others saying her life was over, she believed in herself and promised to create a better life. Years later, this girl, now a young woman, met a man whose life reflected a love for the Lord. His example made her curious, and despite challenges, she held on to her promise. This girl is me standing before you today, a testament to God's faithfulness. Through all the storms and dark days, even when I didn't know him, he was there, shaping something greater than I could see. Because of Jesus, I am a wife, a mother to 6 amazing children, a citizen of the country that I call home, and the valedictorian you see today. I hope my story reflects God's love, grace, and mercy, and that you recognize that if he can do so much in my life, imagine what he can do in yours. In closing, as we celebrate this milestone, remember that challenges will come, but our response defines us. Embrace true commitment and a positive, forgiving mindset. Let faith guide you, offering strength and resilience through life's uncertainties, providing hope and courage to see possibilities beyond the challenges. Thank you, UVU faculty, to my husband, Freddie, and to my family and friends for your support. Congratulations, class of 2025. My best wishes on your journey ahead.
Thank you for these inspirational words, Anna. It is now my privilege to introduce the School of Education Associate Degree valedictorian, Savannah Kreider, who today is receiving an Associate of Science degree with emphasis in early childhood to address the graduates. Savannah, from Soldotna, Alaska, graduated from Soldotna High School in 2016 and is a third-generation Alaskan who began teaching preschool in 2019. Savannah's next academic goal is a Bachelor of Science in Human Development and Family Studies degree with a minor in psychology. She works at the SAMI Center, supporting children's social and emotional development, and she plans to further her education at Stanford University and ultimately open a Reggio Emilia-inspired preschool on Alaska's Kenai Peninsula. Savannah is grateful for the supportive professors and experiences she had at UVU. Savannah, please join me here.
Wow, there's a lot of you guys here. Okay. Oh no. Well, instead of taking deep breaths, I like to blow bubbles, so. Hi, I know this is usually the part of the ceremony when someone talks about perseverance, long nights, the journey, the dream, and how we're all about to change the world, or something equally profound. But I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just as surprised to be up here as you are to see somebody blowing bubbles at the graduation podium. I grew up in a trailer in Alaska, and never would I have imagined that I would be standing here in this position. So I'll make it quick and honest. Graduates, I hope you all feel very proud of what you've accomplished. It's not easy what you did. And we need more people like you out in the world. As I tell my preschoolers, you can do hard things. So if you came here today expecting some soaring speech, I'm sorry. But if you came here hoping to feel seen, like, yeah, this was weird and hard and not always fun, but you made it anyway, then good. That's what I came here to say. Oh, rather than clapping, can everyone snap their fingers? Congratulations to all of us. We made it. And thank you, Tracy, for making me come up here.
Thank you so much, Savannah. It is with great pleasure now that I introduce Stefan Seabury, who today is receiving a Master of Arts degree in Constitutional Government, Civics, and Law to give a graduate address. Stefan graduated magna cum laude from Utah State University with a degree in Teacher Education in Social Studies Composite, and has been an award-winning teacher at Providence Hall High School for the last 11 years, teaching U.S. history and AP government courses. He was named one of the James Madison Fellowships Fellow for 2023, receiving a full scholarship for his graduate studies. Stefan is part of the leadership team for the Utah Teacher Fellows and serves as an advisor to the Utah Civic Learning Collaborative. He believes in civically engaged teacher, that a civically engaged teacher creates civically engaged students, and has had the opportunity to work with policymakers in the governor's office, state legislature, and the State Board of Education. Stefan, please join me.
I don't have any bubbles for y'all, so sorry about that. All right, there are two reasons why I had in my bio the line that I was an award-winning teacher. For one, it makes me sound cool, so I do that to begin with. The second reason is I wanted to show that I'm a teacher, but I'm not just a teacher. Teachers aren't just teachers. They're professional educators, inspirers of young minds, and literally the shapers of our society. You're not someone who falls into you can't do, so you should teach category. You're a professional educator. You're here today receiving various levels of certifications, bachelor's, and graduate degrees. We're professionals at what we do or what we will do. We're going to get a diploma to prove that, and some of y'all are going to have student debt to further prove that. Now, when you start going into the classroom, or if you're already in the classroom, you're going to start hearing phrases about teachers are amazing, y'all are wonderful, you do so much for the betterment of society, y'all are angels, especially y'all that teach junior high. Now, what will happen is these things might start to sound like platitudes. They might even start to mix with other statements about, well, you have your summers off, you've got all your holidays. How hard can it really be to babysit somebody else's kids for a few hours every day? Today, I want y'all to commit to the first set of those statements, not because they're nice platitudes, but because they're truly real to you. You are making the world a better place. You are amazing at what you do. And yes, you get your summers off because teaching at a professional level is rather difficult. It should be obvious, but it bears stating. If you want to improve the future, you educate the present. That is what educators will do. That is what y'all are going to do. We do shape our society, and even the world, in a very real way, beyond the oversimplified statements of gratitude. Here's another obvious statement. Teachers are leaders. This is an obvious statement that should be on a t-shirt, and in fact, I have one. But sometimes obvious statements are obvious only because we don't really think about them, but we should, and we should truly believe them. Educators are shaping the future, and so we should see ourselves as the leaders of that future and of our profession. I've had plenty of experience working with policymakers from the governor's office, the legislature, state school board. Many of them want to make changes to what we do in our classrooms without actually ever being in the classroom to see what we're doing. It is our profession, and we should be the ones that are shaping it. You already lead your students to understand how math works, how the government works, that yes, they really are a great performer, an artist. Whatever dreams that they have, they are achievable. Then we must also lead in shaping our profession. The people who make the decision about us, they want to hear from us. I've talked to lots of them all over, from even in DC. They want to hear from teachers. So continue to say hello to them. Invite them to their classroom. They want to see your students. Share what you do on social media. Be proud and voice what you've done and your achievements. So today, you are on your way to becoming a professional educator or extending the amazing skills you already have. Today is that present, and you deserve to be a part of shaping that future for our world and our profession. So I'm not just a teacher, and neither are you. Thank you.
Thank you to all three of our speakers for their words. Please join me in giving them another round of applause. And now, it is time to begin the next exciting portion of this celebration, the presentation of our 2025 graduates. I invite the rows of graduates closest to the podium to follow the row leaders, and then other rows will follow. you can begin. And while this is taking place, I will provide a few announcements. I would like to share with all of you that the graduate hooting ceremony took place already on Tuesday, April 29th. And also to inform you that while printed programs are not available at this ceremony, the QR code for you to access the online versions of the programs are going to be shown on the Jumbotron here, as well as there on standing signs around this building. So please access, and that's where you'll find the names of your graduates and all of the information you need regarding the graduation. On the walkway in front of the podium here is where you'll see our graduates that will welcome the department chairs of the respective department where our programs are located. And we will see there Dr. Darren Acton, Department Chair of Student Leadership and Success Studies, Dr. Krista Ruggles, Department Chair of Elementary Education, and they will also rotate with Dr. Mia Kang, Department Chair of Graduate Education, and Dr. Trevor Warburton, Department Chair of Secondary and Special Education. Our graduates will also be introduced by the School of Education faculty members, and those will be Dr. Rachel Karlsruhe, Assistant Professor, Dr. C.C. Franklin, Associate Professor, Dr. Marnie Sanft, Associate Professor, and Dr. Kalani Eggington, Associate Professor. So as we are ready to begin, let's give another round of applause for all. And
Justin Golightly. Marin Nicole Smith. Charlotte Hawkins. Mandy Goodwin. Taylor Jocelyn Crow Crofts. Amber Bernards. Aries Allred. Erica Free. Laura DeBacker. Scott Tippett. Logan Bowerbank. Brian Flores. Samuel Aiden Ferguson. Patricia Luna. Janin Cornwall. Corbin Montier. Grace Schelling. Scott Billings. Kayla DeCoke. Eric Lane. Kelly Moore. Dubé. Emma Fluker-Kiger. Kristen Haslam Jones. Savannah George. Talia Rosenball. Kylie Germain. Talia Rosenball. Katrin Boreen. Britton McWhorter. Zachary Wharf. Bailey Barnes. Paige Anderson. Mikkel Spencer. Abigail Fetterman. Ashley Bowis Perry. Felipe de Provenza. Madison Stewart. Savannah Kreider. Sarah Erickson. Josh Kenner. Jessica Heelis. Jessica Wright. Alexandra Graham. Pete Voss Jr. Shelley Hutchinson. Madison Sim. Stephen Seabury. Kenley Kaiser. Alexandra Nicole Taylor. Cordell Judd. Savannah Washburn. Trace Christensen. Elizabeth Pratt. Christian Larson. Hannah McGill Sanders Smith. Savannah Noel Hutchings. Melanie Staten. Jonathan Beadle. McKay McMullen. William Bingham. Bella Wolf. Ivy Alvino. Brianne Folkman. Aaron Taylor. Molly Gutierrez. Vance Russell. Scarlett Pham. Sebastian Siu. Marcy Scouten. Braxton Zavala. Jacob Viagra. Malcolm Barrett. Hayden Wilson. Emily Morris. Victor Galindo. Owen Hatting. Carson Anderson. Tipton Atwood. Kevin Baldwin. Chanel Thomas. Briggs Evan Anderson. Holden Solberg. Grace Ann Coley. Garrett Allred. Mackenzie Egbert. Perrin Wood. Kayla Sumption. Kahlo Maile. Severina Roundy. Natalia Robertson. Dayla Kate Meyer. Heath Matthew Henry. Brianna Buse. Katrina Salazar. Katie Nelson. PJ Holt. Danetta Thurman. Grace Heater. Austin Baker. Evelyn Jones. Tyler Peterson. Michael Larson. Nathan Gray. What's your name? Emily Hall. Giovanni Balecki. Melanie Merkley LaFranca. Tanya Zavelska. Christy Wood. Matthew Davis. Marcy Morris. Derek Lund. Kara Beck Shapiro. Joshua Spangler. Gavin Davis.
Shailene Mariah Fa'alele Lupe Matali Itawati.
Rulovson Sintel. Dory McClelland. Jorgen Hansen. Suzanne Taylor. Rebecca Sandoval. Lisa Van Dyke. Maya Tabla. Lisa Devi. Marie Saldana. Maverick Pexton.
Connor LeBaron.
Abby Cherry.
Hallie Kate Schramm.
Kat Smith.
Ethan Fowler. Linda Grace Viola Stratford.
Anna Lila Cordova.
Richard Heftel.
Zoe Badran.
Diego Jimenez Vivar.
Courtney Dulong.
Oswaldo Tejada.
Ashley May.
Ryan Dos Santos.
Courtney Howard.
Vicente Marin Aravena.
Brooklyn Chamberlain Beals.
Cayetan Hamilton.
Madeline Rousseau.
Rodrigo Andres Lopez Castro.
Corinne Curtis.
Sophia Dunker.
Sydney Kerr.
Sofia Gonzalez Mackley.
Sarah Hansen.
Annika Nielsen.
Kenzie Chisholm.
Gerald Santiago Caudel.
Claire Nelson. Oh, Nikel, wait, go back, Nikel. Nikel Bailey. Sorry. Go.
Dublin Doherty.
Karina Rochelle Christensen.
Maddox Keiichi Martinez.
Mallory Eastman.
David Israel Oliveras Renteria.
Riley Siebers.
Dimitri Ocrimento.
Ashley Watson.
Michaela Epley.
Aiden Smith.
Faith Lopez.
Haley Murray.
Riley Dahl.
Anna Johns.
Kyla Judd.
Isabel Ann Driggs.
Tristan Wilson.
Cassidy Algair.
Rickard Wyman.
Paige Greenwood.
Brian Dean Ullery.
Whitney Henderson.
Mary Gail Kemp.
Tiffany Ann Curry.
Rebecca Kemp.
My 6th grade teacher, Amber Marcello.
Keisha Fermin Romero.
Brooklyn Decker.
Miriana Sakamoto.
Abby Dennis Bullock.
Abigail Foley.
Chandler Brooke Dressler.
Ruben Silva Pineda.
Avon Passy.
Charlie Mitty.
Scout BB.
Samuel Olivero Rosario.
Emma Deanne Chappelle Packer.
Armando Vidal.
Lindsay Morris.
Ian Flores Guzman.
Victoria Knight.
Victor Rodriguez.
Emily Eversole White.
Kian Coleman.
Bethany Stewart.
Jocelyn Mendoza.
Kimberly Rasmussen.
Haley Helena Rosario.
Grace Loomis.
Erika Annabel Gomez.
Glendy Lopez.
John Gil Larson.
Brittany Placito.
Andre Gaffner.
Haley Partida.
Briley Gunnell.
Araí Salgado.
Zalia Fawcett.
Saraí Salgado.
Kaylee Hales.
Braden Prostgard.
Parker Mason.
Katie Haight.
Hannah Zufelt.
Cambry Meekum.
Sadie Carter.
Kylie Kay.
Andrew Ward.
Aubrey Mae Cox.
Nathan Hart.
McKenna Latour.
Hiram Johnson.
Alexis Everett.
Antonio Massinati.
Megan Beckstrom.
Valerie Cuevas.
Jessica Sorensen.
Brina Reeves.
Lillian Smith.
Paige Henderson.
Taylor Love.
Nathan Robert Galley.
Magena Hiroba.
Connor James Martis.
Rosanna Densley.
Miles Semister.
Michaela Wilkerson.
Dana Mendez Salas.
Joy Thomas.
Emma Erdine Ocker.
Michaela McCracken Jorgensen.
Leonardo Ayala.
Elise DeGroff.
Cosette Fung.
Kimberly Messenger.
Irina Sofia Salazar Barton.
Tylee Lashy.
Joaquin Casas.
Shelby Callahan.
Amy Drueles Sanchez.
Mackenzie Parker.
Michelle Almeida.
Maria Langford.
Hannah Raquel Terry.
Seisha Wieser.
Andrea Sofia Morales.
Jordan Taylor.
Emelina Gomez.
Alexis Shockley.
Alize Cornell.
Mayseelan Manning.
Caden Duffield.
Mallory Curtis.
Anya Albrecht.
Emmeline Olson.
Dorani Tarongo.
Emily Jacobson.
Misa Dykes.
Jenna Westenskow.
Cielo Hernandez Nava.
Kenzie MacArthur.
Johnny Flores Jr.
Ashlyn Stevens.
Catherine Jensen.
Michaela James.
Ben Jensen.
Ayana Wellman.
Emily Whitehouse.
Katerina Suggs.
Liz Jensen.
Marissa Wyatt.
Allie Martin.
McKenna Mazarin.
Kaya Martin.
Hannah Mendenhall.
Hiromi Alcoba.
Caitlin Robinson.
Carly Andrews.
Emma Thomas.
Misty Mitchell.
Gabrielle Makram.
Davin Finn Leon Kohler.
Lillian Anderson.
Tannen Brent Mullen.
Alexandra Hoover.
Kaluna Keala.
Brooke Sargent Flinders.
Maya Pilati.
Kelsey Lindley Sharp.
Maddie Latham.
Kylie Potter.
Alexis Hatter.
Brooklyn Gutierrez.
Kaylee Olson.
Elise Putnam Hale.
Baylor Broadbent.
Fabiola Uribe.
Brandon Atkin.
Sabina Akhmatova.
Skylar Olson.
Annalise Devore.
Ava Hollingsworth.
Josie Franson.
Connor Sargent.
Grace Ashcraft Kirby.
Oliver Roper.
Amber Cefalo.
Tawalai Fotofili.
Macy Sorensen.
Yenewerk Nibret Alem.
Samantha Hancock.
Morgan Lynn.
Ashley Dembor.
Catherine Udall.
Elizabeth Hansen.
Maximus Orlando Alonso.
Chelsea Simon.
Ashlyn Clegg.
Rachel Wright.
Olivia Nielsen.
Olivia Weinheimer.
Valerie Solorzano.
Katana Pace.
Saren Davies.
Brooklyn Elizabeth Moore.
Sierra Ross Kelly.
Ashley N. Garcia.
Lucas Mitchell Nelson.
Ivy Vincent Malcolm.
Riker Hill.
Caleb Brimhall.
Carly Preston Hill.
Kamaljit Kaur.
Kaita Hibino.
Charity Elise Heeb.
River Rasmussen.
Carly Grace Carrillo.
Cadence Butler.
Bethany Jessie Harms.
Caitlin Macias.
Allison Buckley.
Ian Wheeler.
Annie Marie Mendoza Azero.
Bridget Rosa.
Mallory Megarian.
Rosemary Carrillo Aviles.
I got it. Loana Gortler Marotazo.
Carter Duncan.
Allison Roberts.
Peter John.
Summer Anderson.
Paul Jorgensen.
Avery Dunsmore.
Dennison Harris.
Jordan Charette.
Maxwell Candelario.
Mariah Cervantes.
Charles Wanacott.
Loreana Guevara.
Josie Rasmussen.
Samantha Bailey.
Liv Bunker.
Raiden Bailey.
Alessandra Hidalgo de Blasio.
Olivia Marie Day.
Layla Smith.
Alana Kemp.
Dallin Rust.
Jordan Riley Farnsworth.
Ryken Brown.
Kylie Monson.
Michelle Barris Sanchez Villa.
Kate Oliver.
Callista Peterson.
Sarah Palmer.
You asked somebody already?
Eliana Tapisi.
They can't reject me, but I'm like, I feel bad if it's not good.
Taylor Ampuno Echenike.
Octavio Terran.
Shaylee Taylor.
Jonah Lloyd.
Britty Armentrout.
Jessica Owens.
Anika Dawn Briner.
Alan Ronald Cottle.
Rylan Hallowell.
Haley Rose.
Oh no, it's Bethany, sorry. Bethany Ellsworth.
Dominic Lichty Gordillo.
Tanner Hardy. Yes.
Amanda Bowden.
Bethany Bryn Lamb.
Shinwa Lee Marin.
Rachel Nicole Kingsford.
Abby Brewer.
Janie Holiday.
Yoeli Apumeta Beleza.
Elena Robinson.
Luke Burrows.
Shep Cash.
Luke Nydigger.
Amanda Bauschy.
Enoch Talley.
Lexi Evans.
Ammon Schiffman.
Nikel Bartholomew Bodley.
Calvin Montier.
Sarah Ann Morgan.
Ashton Reed.
Jane Scroggin.
Owen Smith.
Brooke Rich.
Michael Goldsberry.
Hadley Booker.
Emily Arvizo Olivares.
Palace Cam Zebarth Brandon.
Jasmine Rogel.
Emery Gunther.
Michelle Strong Jones.
Megan Stevenson.
Melissa Heaton.
Sophia Garrett.
Ava Bullock.
Katie Waldron.
Anakin Nielsen.
JC Stewart.
Melissa Sandoval Jimenez.
Eliza Miner.
Luke Collier.
Malin May Thomas.
Jackson Peterson.
Feifei Gao.
Melanie Parra Lopez.
Victoria Aguilar.
Kara Taylor.
Stephanie Lopez.
Callie Lamoureux.
Riley Bayless.
Rockin' Roxali Camper.
Kaylee Coleman.
Scott Murphy Huffaker.
Maddie Christensen.
Soraya Smith.
Rebecca Doan.
Ku'ule Esero.
Alexa Earl.
Kate Gillespie.
Darcy J. Blackett.
Jaden Bundy.
Emmy Laro.
Michelle Angel Bobadilla.
Cass Miles.
Luisa Avila Ramos.
Brandon Hovey.
Josue Pedrosa.
Emily Fulkerson.
Chelsea Marie Smith.
Sydney Lotz.
Catherine Garcia.
Gwen Bryson.
Lindsay Orton.
Braden Morton.
Tyler Martin.
Corbin Markward.
Beck Raby.
Aiden Douglas Womack.
Justin Young.
Kaylee Bennett Newmaker.
Karina Carden.
Kendra Peterson.
Ammon Greer.
Hannah Criswell.
Jocelyn Toon.
Amanda Clough.
Ava Rushforth.
Bronte Bybee.
Brittany Araujo Mendoza.
Karina Morgan.
Talon Johnson.
Brittany Stradling.
Trevor LeGrand Fielding.
Amy Young.
Mia Davila.
Jason Ewan.
Nathaniel Kowalczyk.
Anthony Esparza.
Selena Urias.
Addison Taylor.
Fisher Judd Strong.
Quinn Taylor.
Talmadge Moore.
Josiah Tiatia.
Peyton Baker.
Brandon Diaz.
Kelly Cook.
Thompson Sprunt.
Laura Robinson.
Taylor McCann.
Annalisa Anarelli Mendoza.
Lisa Torres.
Minette Claudia Feride.
Wendy Robinson.
Liv Carolina Sanchez Cervantes.
Stephanie Marie Chilado.
Haley Miner.
Michaela Richens.
Kalani Patching.
Linnea Pena.
Krithika Rees.
Luke Wolf.
Isaka Salifu.
Alan Mejia.
Jamie Nieswender.
Brianna Allen.
Taylor Bennett.
Gavin Fitka.
Grace Wilson.
Quincy Cook.
Lauren Stewart.
Ezra Hayden Brenson.
Yeah, Ezra!
Abigail Blackham.
Alexis Jenna Arnenson.
Aiden Lovelace.
Abigail Grayson.
Jeremiah MacArthur.
Peyton Harrison.
Savannah Blanc.
Tava Jo Whitfield.
JT Garvin.
Whitney Marshall.
Alexis Shawstead.
Mimi Marrero.
Caleb Rodriguez.
Megan Alejandra Garcia.
Reagan Rowley.
Ashley Guadalupe Duran Pizano.
Amanda Saunders.
Mia Anahi Calderon Higuera.
Jane Larson.
Kayla Puerto.
Hey, faculty. Faculty. Hey, faculty. You skipped my
Christy
sister's name.
Carroll. Kelsey Pantalon Sanchez. Stephen Hinojosa. Okay. Melissa Pean Salcido. Marisa Pean Salcido. Wendy Chong.
And I proudly present to you the 2025 School of Education graduates. Congratulations, class of 2025. We're extremely proud of you, all of us. Let's give them another round of applause. Congratulations. As UVU graduates and School of Education graduates, you have chosen a path full of opportunities to positively impact individuals, communities, academic and professional fields, and industry, and wish you the best of success and new achievements. Graduates, you are now UVU alumni. Stay connected with us. members of our larger community of students, graduates, faculty, staff, collaborators, and supporters, while also serving as ambassadors of UVU and the School of Education. Congratulations, School of Education graduates. May your journey be filled with countless moments of success, fulfillment, and new opportunities to continue reaching your goals. Congratulations again. As we conclude our School of Education convocation, we are ready to begin our recessional. Our platform guests will lead the recessional, and the graduates will follow them to the south end of the arena. We ask our guests to meet with your graduates outside. Thank you all for joining us for this celebration of the 2025 graduates of School of Education. Have a wonderful evening. Congratulations, and go Wolverines!